Good morning, everyone. Today I am in the city of Philadelphia, and I'm actually at the Philadelphia Waterworks along the Schuylkill River. So today my goal is I am going to run river to river. So I'm starting here near the Art Museum area, and I am going to run to the Delaware River. Most likely we'll end up at Penn's Landing, but I'm not 100% sure yet where I'm gonna go. I'm just kind of winging it, but I'm going to try to zigzag through the city in a way where we see a lot as well. So thank you for joining me, and let's get going. So this is in the back of the Art Museum, and I just kind of thought this was cool. I don't think this was here the last time I was in this area. So it's a tree, which I'm gonna go over there to make sure it is a natural tree. And then I was gonna say it's a tree sculpture on top, but I almost feel it's probably a dead tree painted silver. And then we got mirrors. Mirrors like in the branches and roots. So interpret it as you will. So this is a tree, obviously, and I think that's what that is. It's probably a tree that hopefully died on its own, that was painted silver. I'm not sure what to make of this, but for whatever reason, I think it's really cool. I better get running or we're never gonna make it to Penn's Landing. Easily one of the most beautiful sections in Philadelphia. This is the Rodin Museum. There we have the Thinking Man. Not sure the name of that, but very cool. Very, very cool. And then we have the same guy over here pretty much. Discus thrower, maybe? Well, there's no discus in his hand, so I guess I have no idea what he's doing. Free Library of Philadelphia. I mean, this thing is huge. Unbelievable. Look at that. Look at that. Look at those pillars. Columns, I should say. Beautiful. Look at that old light. Opened in June 1927. To serve as the main building of the Free Library of Philadelphia, which was chartered in 1891.
That's me.
So I was checking out this library and I met a new friend.
Switzerland, beautiful, yeah.
Very cool. All right, sing a little of your opera because I got to get running.
I love you, Philadelphia. You are so beautiful. We call you Fila Bella, Fila Bella, Bella, Fila Bella.
All right, and what is your name?
Jean-François Lohac.
You have a great day. Take care.
You're an inspiration.
Another very cool building. I believe this is the courthouse, but I am not. There we go. Family Court of Philadelphia. Another one of those old lamps. So this is the Church of Latter-day Saints. Pretty impressive. So I've only gone about 1/8 of a mile and I've already stopped like 4 times. So I don't know if I'm going to stop at every impressive building because I'll never get this run done. And I am a little bit on a schedule today. This to the right, I believe, was the Academy of the Arts. Now, I don't know if you can see it coming up well on my GoPro, but there's a huge paintbrush, which is kind of cool. There's a nice look at the paintbrush. And behind it is the Pennsylvania Convention Center. Here is the front of the Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Arts. And there's the paintbrush. I think what I enjoy about Philadelphia more than anything else, or any major city, is just looking straight up and checking out the detailed architecture. Amazing. All right, so Pennsylvania Academy of the Arts, America's oldest art museum and school, founded in 1805. And this neo-Gothic building was designed in 1876. To the right of your screen, that is City Hall, which we're going to check that out as well. Okay, so the goal is river to river. If I keep stopping as much as I am, we're never going to get there. But we are going to run through City Hall, although it looks like the gate's closed, but there might be an entrance because that's pretty cool. And this place here is a Mason temple, one of the oldest Mason temples in the country. We'll run by that as well. Closer look at that church. It's amazing. Just look at that doorway. Oh my God. Chapel of Prayer. And this here that we're looking at, this is the Masons temple. Look at just look at how artistic that is. Oh my God, it is beautiful. That is just a beautiful picture with City Hall in the background. And there we have Benjamin Franklin and George Washington, who incidentally were both Masons. In fact, I believe, I want to say the majority of the founding fathers, but I'm not 100% sure about that. But a lot of them were. And I know for a fact these two were. So who better than Mr. Philadelphia over here and Mr. United States over there, or the father of our country, I guess I should say. All right, let's get across this street while we can. Just keep it looking up, folks. It is beautiful. You can't see him up there, but William Penn is on top. So that building right there, the skyscraper, that is Liberty Place 1, I believe. There's two of them, 1 and 2. They were the first buildings in Philadelphia that actually had more elevation or were higher than old William Penn on the top of City Hall. So I'm not sure if that was a law or if it was just a tradition, but for a long time you couldn't build above William Penn. It was sort of like a city charter. Again, I'm not sure if it was a law, I'm not sure if it was a law or just a tradition, but from what I understand, it sort of held Philadelphia back because that building over there, and I'll check the year, but I don't think that was built until maybe the mid-'80s or early '80s. They've really fixed this park up a lot. I remember when I was a kid, I'd come down here, it was all just covered with pigeons and sadly homeless people. So we still have our share of homeless people, but I guess they're not camped out here anymore. Is a roller skating rink, and it's an ice skating rink in the wintertime. I guess it's decorated for Pride Month. So that doesn't look like something you can roller skate on. Maybe they turned it into a dance floor. I just don't know. But I know it was a roller skating rink, and maybe it still quite possibly is. And in the wintertime, it's definitely an ice skating rink. And it's really cool because you are ice skating to the backdrop of this. There's our buddy William Penn up there. Very cool. So usually you can walk through and there's a center courtyard, which is amazing and beautiful, but it seems to be locked. So it is a Sunday and it's probably only around 9 a.m. So I'm thinking maybe it opens at 10. I don't know. These will feel good after my run. Because I just thought to myself, after I make this run, which I think probably with all this walking around, it's probably going to be close to 5 miles. I have to come back. There is a shorter route. I think it's 3.4 miles if I just follow it by GPS. So that's probably what I'll do on the way back. Okay, so it is closed on this side as well, unfortunately. Maybe you can see that. I'm just kind of putting my arm in. All right, so we are coming up on Reading Terminal, and I really wanted to walk through this with you, but I don't believe it's open. Then again, I think I saw somebody just go in, so maybe it is. Let's check it out. So the Reading Terminal is a pretty awesome spot if you're ever in Philly. Check out that fish. You can get fresh produce. You can get one of the best cheesesteaks in the city. Just all kinds of food. It's definitely become like a tourist attraction. But it is very cool. Bassett's Ice Cream, established in 1861. Not 100% sure, but it's one of the oldest ice cream parlors. Do they still call them ice cream parlors? Around. I believe it was started in Philadelphia, not in Reading Terminal though. All right, so let's go in and check this out. As you can see, it is huge, and they're just setting up. If we were to show up here later on today, it's shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow, but all kinds of food, fresh poultry. So today's goal is to run river to river, so I'm not going to spend too much time here. So let's head out here and see where this drops us off. All right, so headed into Chinatown. And what we're coming up on right now, that is the Chinatown Friendship Arch. And that was constructed in 1983. Pretty cool. Not sure who that guy is, but trying to stay out of the sun glare, but that upper deck, it's kind of like a little deck with a railing. That looks old, so I'm gonna think that was probably one of the original Chinese residents or businesses in this area. And that historical sign back there tells me that Chinatown was founded in 1870, and it is the only Chinatown in the state of Pennsylvania. So you might see the Ben Franklin Bridge down there. So what that means is we are getting close to the Delaware. So this is one of the original, it's either 4 or 5 squares that William Penn laid out within the city. I think it's 5, but it might be 4. Not sure. Always something happening at Franklin Square. So I asked somebody, and I believe they're setting up for what's called the Chinese Lantern Festival. Hi. From what I understand, that's supposed to be pretty awesome. You come out here at night, everything's lit up. These are so cool, the Chinese dragons. Now, I'm not supposed to walk back there. I kind of want to walk back there. But I'm not going to, so we better get moving again because, like I said, the goal of this video is river to river. So I got to get moving. Okay, we got this sculpture up here, which I think is supposed to represent a lightning bolt and Franklin's kite. Probably getting a ton of sun glare, sorry about that. But you can see there's a key, a lightning bolt, and a kite. We're out of the sun glare now. There is the key, the lightning bolt, and the kite. So that was the Patco line, the train that comes over the Ben Franklin Bridge, that comes over the Ben Franklin Bridge that you just heard. And as you can tell, I decided not to run over the bridge, but run a little bit under the bridge and head to the Delaware this way. So before just heading directly to the Delaware River under the bridge, I decided to make a little turn here. So I just want to head to, I think what I'm going to do is head to Penn's Landing. But at the same time, there might be a lot of construction going on down there. So I guess we'll find out. But if nothing else, we will see the Delaware. So newer construction back here. But this is old stone. So this building here at the end of the block looks much older. You've got what used to be fire escapes. I don't see any ladders anymore. And check out this old, I want to say door, I guess, but I'm thinking this was used for, maybe this was a warehouse at one time or a factory, and it was used for deliveries. You have a huge opening here as well, and you have one here as well. But I'm thinking these are apartments or condos at this point. All right, so we are now on 2nd Street, and that will bring us close to Penn's Landing, but I just wanted to check that out. That is pretty cool. Today's goal is to see the Delaware, so we are headed there. Impressive. All right, there you go, Penn's Landing. All right, people, there it is, the Delaware River. So we did it. There's a nice view of the Ben Franklin Bridge. So over there we have the Ben Franklin Bridge. And over there we have the Walt Whitman Bridge. And Penn's Landing continues down this way, and there's really a lot to see. But unfortunately I don't have time to explore that in this video. So I think I'm going to end my video here. We went from the Schuylkill to the Delaware, and that's kind of what I wanted to accomplish. So I just wanted to thank you for joining me. If you could, give it a like. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much, and you have a great weekend. Take care, everybody.